now, but what just walked in ought to be arrested for being ugly, out of line, and disturbing the peace. I'm serious.
Jesse, I can't believe she showed up looking like this. Jesse.
Now that is loud. You know what I'm saying?
How could she humiliate me like this?
Hey, look, don't worry about it. People here ain't even gonna make the connection. They probably just think that she's like the boat clown hired for entertainment.
No, they're gonna think that she's my mother, the exhibitionist, and therefore I am one too.
Come on, not a chance, Dottie, all right? Come on. Calm down.
I can't believe this. I mean, she always does this just to ruin my good times.
No, that's not gonna happen, all right? We're gonna perk it up, we're gonna have a good time. Come on, we're gonna get every ounce of fun out of this yacht we possibly can, okay? Come on, let's go. Come on.
Oh, see, look, I knew we had to come. Look how close, look how their bodies are close together like that.
Edna, they're dancing. That's the way you dance.
I don't care. It's a little too familiar for me. I'm sorry.
Look, Jessie's okay. She's in good hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. It's those hands that I'm talking.
Edna.
Well, I want his hands off.
Just leave them. Please don't make a scene, okay? Why don't you have some champagne here? Have some champagne.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just enjoy.
No, I have another glass of that. I'm gonna punch somebody. Look at her. Can you believe she has the nerve to come to this party dressed like some cheap Cleopatra clanging down the Nile? I mean, what does she think she's got on anyway? Well, honey, maybe it's the only dress she's got. Oh, please, Myrtle. She's as rich as Croesus. She tells everybody that all the time. Boy, I wish I could have worn something a little flashy to put her in her place. Why did Jenny have to go along with this black and white business? Well, I think it's a lovely idea. Oh, yeah, but as lovely as a pack of zebras. I don't see why a lady can't wear flashy clothes and still be a lady.
Liza, it's a joke between me and Mama, that's all. Ever since I've been working at the Glamorama, all these blue-haired ladies are after me. That's it.
You gotta be kidding.
No, it's the truth, I promise. So every once in a while, Mama helps me out by having me man the desk. That's it.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Excuse me. Been admiring this young lady? May I have the snake's dance?
Oh, well, I would be honored, Dr. Martin.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dad, but remember, I have the next one, okay?
We'll see.
Excuse me. Happy.
What?
Mama, what is wrong with you? You created a hell of a situation over there for me and Liza. You know that?
Well, good. You deserve to sweat a little bit.
Mama, you promised me. Now, come on. You gave me your word. You gotta cool it.
You think I'm anxious to tell people about your affair with Marion Colby? I'm much too proper a lady for that. Sit down.
You can take it right over there. Thank you. Hello? Hello? There's no one on the line. It's completely dead.
Well, sir, since we are ready to leave the pier, Captain Cass might already have given the order to terminate the dockside telephone line.
a very good job handling the situation. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. You know what Erica's like. If she thinks she can hurt you, she's going to go for the jugular.
Oh, yeah, I know you're right. It's just that what she said hurt because it hit the mark. Tom and I did have a fight about this job offer in San Francisco.
Oh. Well, you know, this isn't going to be an easy situation for either one of you. You're really going to have to consider the pros and cons of your decision very carefully.
Well, I've thought about things like I'm sure commuting is going to be horrendous. I mean, you've been involved with that because of your job when you had it in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure people that commute are exhausted all the time.
Yeah, they are. You're right about that. But some couples do manage to work it out. They really do, and they make their relationships work. I don't know. I found that it took a peculiar kind of stamina. When I accepted that job in Chicago, Frank and I said, okay, we are going to keep this relationship together by visiting back and forth every other weekend or whatever. But it was too much of a strain. I think it was because while we really loved each other, we were not living together. And so our communication broke down, and that was the end of the marriage.
See, that's the worst fear, because my marriage is, it's the most important thing in my life.
Well, then I think it would be a very good idea if you put it first, don't you?
I think you've helped me come to a decision. Thank you. And I think I'm going to find a phone and make a phone call.
Okay.
Excuse me, can you tell me where there's a phone I could use?
I'm sorry, we're ready to push off now. All the phones have been disconnected.
I figured I should ask you earlier.
Well, this sounds intriguing. What is it?
Well, I'd like you to be in my wedding. Would you?
Well, Jenny, that's very, very sweet of you. Of course, I'd love to be.
Oh, good, good. Thank you. Thanks so much, Erica.
Well, okay, now, you must tell me what all the bridesmaids are wearing so I can have my dress designed differently. I always think it looks really better for the maid of honor to stand out from the bridesmaids, don't you?
Well, yeah, I do, but what I meant was, would you be one of my bridesmaids?
You already have the maid of honor?
Yes. Yeah, I asked my best friend, Angie Baxter.
Well, it was definitely false labor. That's why there were so few contractions.
I am so relieved. Oh, good. Well, now you can go home and have a nice long nap.
Yeah, that's what the doctor said I needed. Rest. She said it shouldn't be too long before the real thing, though.
I'm certainly glad you saw her today.
Yeah, me too.
When we get home, I'll get you some more ice cream.
Another pint?
No.